What's up, everyone? Analog Archives here. Finally going to do my some underrated thrash metal releases. Most of them are going to be, I think they're all from the 80s. There might be a couple 90s in there. Yeah, there is. In the background, I have the Zombie soundtrack. This is from 96. This was limited 1,000 pressing, put out by Splinter Records. It's pretty cool. It's got another band on here, Alucarda, doing something, but for the most part it's all Fabio Frizzi from Italy. Great shit. Huge horror fan, so I have also a bunch of soundtracks I'll show at some point. Anyways, let's get to it. So, first off, some of these are going to be, you've heard of them. Some are pretty obscure, but this one probably most of you at least heard of the name. It's Defiance, Void Terra Firma. This came out in 90. This is the original press on Road Racer. Bay Area thrash, but it doesn't exactly sound like Bay Area thrash. Somewhat technical, but not too technical. Some parts sound similar to, I would say, Testament or Forbidden. Vocals aren't as screechy. Pretty straightforward stuff. Just really, really good. Fast, brutal, heavy parts. Super underrated. They never got a chance, really, with so many other bands coming out of the Bay Area at the time. They kind of got lost in the shuffle. Right along with this band. This is Epidemic with Decameron. This came out in 92. This is more Bay Area thrash. These guys played with a lot of death metal bands, but they never changed their style. They're always just pretty brutal thrash. If you like brutal thrash like Demolition Hammer and Razor and stuff like that, you'll like this album. For the most part, it's all pretty fast stuff. There's some slowdowns, some definite hardcore influences as well, mainly with the vocal lines. But for the most part, just straight, fast, brutal thrash. Highly recommended. I saw these guys a bunch of times. They never disappointed. Always put on a fucking badass show. And like I said, they were always like the opener. They would always open for whoever it was, whether it was fucking Sadus or any other band. But they opened for bigger bands too. Like, I'm pretty sure they opened for Entombed. I think it was with Unleashed. I'm pretty sure they opened up that show. But yeah, killer shit. Check it out if you haven't heard that album. Up next, more Bay Area stuff. It's not going to be a full Bay Area list, but I just happen to have a bunch of these CDs. I'll definitely do a part 2 and part 3 probably, or part 4, who knows. But anyways, this is Schizo, The Sculling. This is from 90. Self-released. These guys, again, really big in the Bay Area scene, but not a lot of people, they didn't play a lot of shows. And when they did, it was usually very small. They didn't open up for like a lot of bigger bands. But yeah, this is badass. Their full length is this one. Sinus or Succus. Kind of funny. Look at that album cover. Fucking, what the fuck? I don't know. This is this also has some badass songs on it from the demo. Eat on You and Leatherface. These guys always did horror lyrics. That was one thing they did. Their demos also had like When There's No More Room in Hell was one of the names of the songs. So there was always horror based, and Lance, the singer, during the concert he would like vomit green shit on everybody. If you go back, fuck, what was that? It was like not Jerry Springer, but one of those shows. He's on there, and he like pukes. It might be Jerry Springer. I don't know. Look it up on YouTube. It's fucking hilarious. But that dude was fucking crazy. I don't know what happened to them. They came out with a shit ton of CDs, and they were not a shit ton, but I mean, they definitely came out with like 6 or 7 records, and they just never were signed to anything. They were always independent. Those fucking CDs go for bank, just because they were self-released, and all those fucking metal nerds want to get it, which I get. It's underrated. Anyways, more Bay Area shit. Ulysses Siren. Again, this one is from like 85. These are mainly the 2 demos. Yeah, 85 and 87 on here. Fast, brutal thrash. But this is total Bay Area thrash on this. Definitely get this. This is shit rips hard. What else? They didn't really go anywhere either after these 2 demos. I'm not sure if they were in any other bands. I didn't really look into it too much. I know this is hard to find now too, even though I don't even know if this was actually licensed. I don't know. It's the record labels in San Francisco again. I think it was basically self-released on scrap metal. I know they put out a vinyl issue. I don't know if that's on the same label or it's different. It might be. So I'm not too sure on that, but check it out if you haven't heard that. Again, similar to Forbidden, that kind of shit. Vocals aren't as whiny, but just in your face, just fucking brutal thrash. And this next one, Phantasm. This was Katon's band. I don't know if he was still doing Hyrax during this. He might have been. This came out in 87. It's basically the demo and then a full live set. I don't know if this is still available. I'm sure it is. I don't think it was that hard to get. But this is fucking... This has Ron McGovney on it from Metallica fame. And then it also has Gene Hoglan on drums. He plays drums on the demo. So that's fucking cool. Yeah. Fucking this shit rips, man. If you like Hyrax and then just add in more, I would say more of a thrash element, then you have Phantasm. These guys should have went somewhere. I don't know. I guess they fell apart. Up next, these guys are from SoCal. Not sure where, but Silent Scream. And fuck, man, this rips. Similar in vein to Dark Angel. Again, Hoglan produced this album. And this is the original press on Tombstone Progressive Records. Came out in 91? 92? Let me see. 92. Came out in 92. The Phantasm came out in 87, by the way, in case I didn't mention that. Fuck, dude. Now this is more... The vocals are more brutal on this. Not as thrashy. you know, fucking. I can compare it to Dark Angel as much as pretty much anything, but it doesn't sound like Dark Angel. I don't know, man. Check it out. Fucking good shit. The vocals are fucking killer. Shit rips. Up next, this band's kind of odd. This is Terrasphere. This is Third in Order of the Sun. This was on New Renaissance Records, I think, like pretty much when they weren't really putting out too much at the time. I think this came out in like 92, 90. They're from New Hampshire, 91. This came out in 91. Fucking fast, really fast thrash, technical. The vocals are bizarre on this. They change different styles. He goes from kind of it reminded me of the dude that sings in Ludacris on some of these parts, and then other parts he has more of a growl and then high pitched as well. It's just all over the place. Fucking really fun listen. Like I said, really thrashy, fast shit. Check it out if you can. I think that was reissued as well as the Silent Scream. I know it's been reissued, but grab that if you can, or check it out on YouTube or whatever. And then these guys are from Ohio. Killjoy, Compelled by Fear. This was supposed to be the second Necrophagia album. I believe a lot of these songs were written for that Killjoy had written, and I don't know what happened. It just ended up as this project with this fucking horrible album cover. That's fucking Ed Repka art, by the way. I don't know, man. That looks like shit. That logo looks like it took about 10 seconds to write. But anyways, it is what it is. It's fucking really killer shit. Definitely, I was really disappointed when this album came out. I think I just found it, and I was like, fuck, that's like Killjoy's band. So let me pick it up. So I was expecting Season of the Dead Part 2, and this is like Bury a Thrash. But really, this is an album you need to listen to multiple times to get it. Very intricate song structures, vocals, everything's about horror still, except one song about like drug abuse or something. But shit is catchy as fuck. You'll remember the songs long after. Every time you listen to it, you'll remember it. So fucking, rest in peace, Killjoy. Too bad he never played any Season of the Dead shit. Like later on, they never fucking played that shit live. I saw him like 3 times, like in the 2000s. They wouldn't play anything off of it. Is what it is. I should ask for some fucking Compelled by Fear. Anywho. Yeah, this one, fucking Minotaur, out of Germany, 88. This shit fucking rips. Highly underrated. If you like fucking Teutonic thrash, fucking early Sodom, and early, I mean more like Persecution Mania and fucking Endless Pain, this shit is right up your alley. I don't know. This album fucking rips. I haven't heard any of their newer stuff. I think I did. They put out one in like 2008 or something like that. It's actually pretty good too. But this shit, and this is the original press on No Colors, which I don't think they had a license to put this shit out. Look at these dudes. The dude's like, fuck, man, I'm gonna fucking tuck my shirt into my fucking acid wash jeans, bro. Anyways, fucking German, fucking just ripping hellonic thrash metal. If anybody wants thrash, fucking go there. Up next, these dudes are from Poland. This is Cat 666. The fucking album cover fucking rules. It's almost better than the record itself. This is the German press, original German press. White on that side, pink on that side. These guys play kind of a mixed bag on this record. Some of the songs are really fast, really simplistic speed metal songs, and then some of the songs are more heavy metal influenced. I would say some of the songs sound similar to Exciter, and then other songs sound similar to Accept. If that makes any sense, especially his vocals in some parts sound like Udo. But this shit's fucking killer, dude. Just grab it if you can find it. I don't know if I'm sure it was re-released. I think these guys had like a popular streak back in a few years ago, so I'm sure somebody fucking put it out. Up next, actually the only vinyl I have here on this one is Necropolis with Contemplating Slaughter. This is again from 88. These guys are from Atlanta. Look at these fuckers. Don't fuck with me behind the building, bro. Yeah, just as you can tell by the photo, these guys are fucking no nonsense thrash. Fucking bad at this shit. Fucking rules. I don't know. Every song on this is a banger. Highly underrated. I don't really hear anybody talking about this. This is put out on Bomp, and I checked it out. Their website is still up, and they're selling brand new copies of this. They still have some left, and I shit you not, dude. I don't know how many of these they put out, like pressed, but they must have put out. They must have like printed too many copies. I have like 3 copies myself. Every time I find it, I just buy one. They're always like $2 or $3. Except for this one, which I got at Tower Records when it first came out. But badass, fast, really good songwriting, really good structures. Some slower songs. I think there's a slow song on here, not slow, but just a heavy song, Waters and Lathe. Cease to Exist fucking rips. Contemplating Slaughter, Killing Cranium, just US fucking thrash metal, man. Dirty, grimy, in your face, gives no fucks. Anyways, that's all I got for this one. See you guys soon. Might do a live stream. I'll probably do a live stream on Dark Path. Join them for a little bit on Friday. So check it out. We'll shoot the shit. All right.